So I just got done watching a new horror film called Fear. This film is not a remake, to my knowledge, of the 1996 horror film Fear with Mark Wahlberg in it. This is a new original horror film from director Devon Taylor, and he directed Oscar award-winning films such as Meet the Blacks 1 and 2, The Intruder, and Fatality. Kind of wish I went into this film knowing that so I know what to prepare for. But I'm preparing you all for that. The film tells the story of a group of friends that book a lodge in the middle of nowhere during the pandemic, when suddenly a variant of the virus causes the air to be toxic. Now they are stuck in this lodge to face their fears. Now there is something conceptual about this movie that I really liked. A horror film that deals with facing your fears. Like, what is the thing that you fear the most? And that is what comes back to kill you. I really enjoyed that as a concept. However, the execution for this movie was not good. The acting was not great. The film overall is a generic hot mess. This is a generic horror film that you've seen so many times with a beautiful concept. A horror film where you're facing your fears because that is the thing that's going to kill you. There is something great about that concept. However, I feel like this is just a metaphor for the pandemic and what a lot of people felt during the pandemic. This film feels like it is showing us that we were overreacting to the pandemic because a lot of people were just freaking out about the pandemic, about, oh, this is going to last us 5 years, this is going to last us 3 years, who knows how long it's going to last us. That is how a lot of people reacted to the pandemic. You kind of see the message unraveling of what was actually going on throughout the entire film, because there are some gnarly kills here and there. However, those kills happen so rapidly and so far into the film that you just don't care when it comes to the kills, because you're stuck in this lodge with people that are very unlikable, people you don't give a shit about, and it feels like a lot of these people were just reading cue cards and not just giving a damn and just collecting a paycheck, because that's exactly what this film felt like. It felt like it was just a commentary of how we were reacting to the pandemic, and it just felt like it was that for about an hour and a half. That is what I came out with this film, because conceptually, when I was watching the movie, I thought it was a great concept of facing your fears and doing a lot of these things that just really overreacting, making it feel like it's not real. That is one of the disappointing factors about this movie, because I went into this film not knowing anything about this movie, and I really liked the concept about this movie, the facing your fears concept. It was just executed poorly, and it was just dumped into this film that I just didn't give a shit about, because you don't really give a shit about anybody in this movie. This movie is laughably bad. You have King Bach in there, which I kind of enjoy whenever he pops up to be the comedic relief. You also have T.I., who I also enjoy whenever he pops up. He is also known to be the comedic relief, and in this movie they were just terrible. T.I. shows up for about 5 minutes and then he's gone, and then you have other characters that you really don't give a shit about, with just lazy acting and a lot of lazy CGI that really downs what they were trying to go for, because what they were trying to go for, I really enjoy. That this lodge is basically like this coven for witches, or it was a coven for witches. This lodge was burnt down a long time ago. It was rebuilt and they got a name changed. Fantastic. This film was the airplane on a runway that had nowhere to take off, because as soon as you have that beautiful concept and you're into the concept, I really enjoy it. It might not work for you, but it just never really takes off anywhere, and it really doesn't give you any surprises. There are a lot of jump scares that are not really jump scares. They're just jump scares for the fact of being jump scares, and that is lazy. You have a lot of loud noises, a lot of fake outs. That is not really terrifying, and it really went down south, and coming out, I really enjoy the concept, and I feel like I am a record saying that, because that is the only positive that I have with this movie. And when you get to the post-credit scenes that I really was not interested in, and just with the music choices toward in the end credits, I know it doesn't really matter about the songs in the end credits, but the music in the end credits just fell out of place. This movie was a movie that had a beautiful concept, and it just fell flat. It had nowhere to go, and it went nowhere. It felt like a commentary on how we were reacting to the pandemic, but it was just that. That is exactly what it was, and overall, I would not recommend you spend your money on this film because it is just one of the worst films of the year, and it is just a early year, and we've had some diamonds here and there. This movie is just terrible. But I know you probably are not going to check this film out, or if you have, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below about how you felt about this movie. But while you're down in the comments, let me know what is something that you fear. What is something that terrifies you, that you're afraid of facing? Go ahead and drop that in the comments below if you have not check this film out, or if you have planned not to. And if you like this video, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on more. Click that bell notification so you get notified every single time that a video pops up. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side.